What's up, everybody? Matt Malatesta, VYPE Media here. We are joined by Chris Twine, the St. Thomas Episcopal head coach, coming back with some hardware from the Tap State tournament. Coach, congrats. Y'all won some tight games at the end. How were y'all prepared to win those tight games as you kind of battled through your season?
Well, thanks first of all, Matt, for having me on, and give me an opportunity to kind of talk about our experience at State. It was definitely some tight games. I remember going into the locker room. I did a devotional Friday morning before heading out for the state semifinal game against Austin Brentwood, and the Spirit led me to do a devotional on overcomer. As followers of Christ, we are led to overcome adversity. Just in the world we live in, you're going to face some challenges, but the message at the end, God has the ultimate reward for us, which is eternal life. And for whatever reason, the Spirit led me to that particular devotional. And one of the first things that I saw, which was very telling, is Nike stems from the Greek word Nikos, which, I thought, wow, it means to, have victory. And I'm like, man, I wonder if my players know about that. So I get into a locker room and, I ask them, and of course, they say, well, yeah, coach, we know what Nike means. It means, just do it. I said, well, that's a slogan. I said, but to truly understand what that word is, you have to understand it derives from a Greek meaning, which means, victorious, victory, fighting on to victory. And I said, Spirit led me to this, and I think we're going to have to overcome some tough challenges in this game. But this will be something that you remember for the rest of your life. And I think the message here is that you're going to be able to pull on this experience and this challenge and adversity that you're about to face, and you guys will be able to revert back to it at a later time in life when you're going through something else, and you'll be able to say, I remember when I had to dig deep, when I had to fight tooth and nail to get that reward that I was looking for, to get that opportunity playing that state championship game. And you'll be able to draw on this experience for something greater. And that's exactly what happened with Brentwood. Went down to the last few seconds and us missing 2 free throws, and Nathan Law, our best player on the team, getting an offensive rebound and a putback to put us up by 1, and then they go down, they miss a shot, foul us, and we make 2 more free throws to win that game by 3. So that game was tough, and I thought, wow, great experience, great opportunity for growth for our players. Now we got to get ready for this game against Grace Prep, which, a lot of people don't know. We ranked, number 1 in state TABC for TAPS 4A private schools. And Grace Prep was ranked number 3, but we had played in a tournament in their place back in December, and they beat us by, I believe it was 3 points, and may have been 6 points. Can't remember exactly, but they beat us by a few points, and we knew they were a really, really good team, and we knew it was going to be a tough match. They knew us very well. We knew them very well. First time we played them, I had 3 guys that were out hurt. So, we kind of thought, well, it'll be a tough game, but, definitely a game we thought we could win. We were very confident we could win that game. And, going into that game, it was tough. It was tough. They did a lot of things defensively to make things tough for us. We did things defensively to make things tough for them. We knew what they were going to do. We and they knew what we were going to do. So, long story short, we go into the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, we're down by 10 points. And, I kind of talked to the guys and like, hey, it's time to go. We want to get back in this game. We got to go. And so we made a few adjustments going into the fourth quarter, and we started eating away at the lead. And we were able to go on a pretty good run down the stretch of that game. I think we outscored them 23-7 overall. Tied the game up in regulation, took it into overtime, and from there pulled away, ended up winning the game by 7.
Talk about the Law brothers. I mean, they really, they average 40 points a game together. What have they meant to your program?
Those guys, both of them are very, very special, very different in terms of what they bring to the table. Nathan Law, probably one of the most unique kids, in the city of Houston as far as his ability to score. He can score in a lot of different ways. He's tenacious also on the glass. A lot of people don't give him enough credit for his rebounding ability, but as can be seen in our game against Austin Brentwood, he found a way to get to the glass when we needed him to get to the glass most, and score a bucket to send the game into overtime against Grace Prep. Nate was having a tough night because they were sending 3 at him on every single drive. And he had 6 points, all off free throws, prior to that bucket that he hit with about 11 seconds left. He drives to the basket and hits him with a Euro step and gets a layup for us to tie the game up. So, he's unique in that way. And then Aiden Law, he's a special kid. He has a knack for scoring the basketball, mostly known for his shooting ability. But his ability to shoot also sets up a lot of opportunities for him to drive. And he's the type of kid with some sneaky athleticism. They're both athletic, but Nate's is a little more obvious. Aiden's is a little more sneaky. I've seen him dunk on some kids that didn't expect it because of his ability to drive and finish through contact. So they've both been great for us, been solid all year, along with a bunch of other guys that we had that stepped up. So like in that state championship game, our leading scorer was Jermrod Mosley, who's been a role player for us all year, but also a kid capable of knocking down big shots when you need him to. So he was huge for us. And then we had our floor general, Dylan Felkman, who transferred to school this year, first year starter for us as a senior. Just came in and he sacrificed about 10 points a game to come play for us, and did it willingly, and just continued to lead the team, put guys in spots to be successful. And he also hit some key buckets down the stretch in that game for us. And then Micah Gachana, another kid, has been great for us defensively. Does everything, type of guy that can guard, all 5 positions on the floor, 1 through 5. So he's special for us. And then Noah Richards, who started for us last year, but because of some injuries he had, missed probably half of the games this year, but toughened it up and played in the state tournament for us. First game playing in 4 weeks, and he came up huge in that state championship game, blocking about 3 shots down the stretch for us and knocking down some key buckets inside for us. So all of those guys have been huge. And then we had two kids that came off the bench for us, Vlad Petraki, who's a forward for us, about 6'6", And one of our sophomores, Andrew Sellers, who's about 6'4", who also made key contributions for us.
Finally, just talk about, you've been there 15 years. You've been in the state tournament 8 years. You won state 2 years. How do you maintain excellence in a program over time? What's the key to that?
Well, I would say the first key to it for my success here, and I can only speak to my success here at St. Thomas Episcopal, as I've been blessed to have parents and kids that trust the system wholeheartedly. And they trust everything that we're trying to instill in these kids, and the kids buy in. That would be first and foremost. And then when these kids leave, they go on with their lives, and they are echoing words of encouragement to other kids that are looking at potentially coming to a school like St. Thomas Episcopal. And their parents send kids to us all the time. Kids send kids to us all the time. I have other coaches that also recommend my program to kids that are looking for opportunity. So I've just been blessed. God's continue to send me coaches and players to help me prosper, to help this program thrive as well.
What's that bus ride home, man? What's the bus ride home with the trophy like?
Man, it was just surreal. After making so many trips, you tend to just love and appreciate the opportunity to even go and compete in the state tournament. And if you can get past that state semifinal game and be playing for the opportunity to win a state championship, playing in that last possible game you can play in, that in itself is a blessing. So when you actually go home with the trophy, that's just the icing on the cake. And just very, very blessed, very proud of the guys and all the work that they put in, and even the way that they had to go about winning these games. And I saw them just mature, over those 2 days in such a way that makes you proud. I'm just so proud of them.
Well, hey, Houston's proud of y'all for bringing home a TAPS state championship. That's awesome. Coach, keep doing it. Let's do it for 2 decades. I mean,
Yes, sir.
you getting close. So, hey, again, congrats on the state championship. You're doing it the right way. This is Chris Twine with St. Thomas Episcopal, Win State, Class 4A. Signing off. We'll see y'all at the games.
Signing off. Thank you.